From the moment I heard about this Christian Gold and Jennifer Williams, I saw it. I'm like, this dude. I'm telling you, he just gives me scamming vibes. Check this out. Watch this little clip that I got from that I borrowed from Tasha K.
Jennifer Williams, Christian Gold, aka Christian Walden. Okay, I knew he was scamming just based off of his name. Any dude that's on social media with a pseudo name, and he came out of nowhere, attached to an older, desperate housewife. I knew what it was from jump. Now I've already reported on him, and I already knew. I was like,
You know, there was a lot going on, like during the pandemic and stuff like that. A lot of people became, got their opportunities. They started these investment groups and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. I was one of the people that got. So I know from experience, um, what was going on and how they were, taking advantage of people and stuff like that.
well, you can't say what it is that you do in 30 seconds. It's because you don't do nothing. You scam. You take advantage. You exploit. Now, I think the internet is familiar with Christian Gold's, previous arrest and why he's on restitution for allegedly, and we're gonna say allegedly because he's stand.
We're gonna skip past that. Let me see if I can skip past that. Let me see.
I guess you have a post that's viral already, and you want to come forward with how he is making his $250,000 restitution payments, how he is supporting his lifestyle to Jennifer Williams, how he is able to keep up with the Joneses.
Because I don't want to play her whole video.
And what it was we all collectively put money into a pot to trade. Pretty simple. So the way the first pot was set up was 1,000 spots. This is how he got all of us, because a lot of people are questioning and saying, hey, well, why did you guys keep giving him money if he never actually paid out afterwards? Well, this is how. So he started Project 1000, which is 1,000 spots, into a trading account. Each spot cost $100.
Okay.
So, and he projected that this 1,000 project.
Let me just go ahead and break this down really quick. Like I said, I don't want to play her entire video. Listen, okay, this is what happened in this situation, right? Okay, so I guess Christian Gold created like different groups, like different investment groups within the same group or whatever. So he had like one group called Project 100, where I guess about 1,900 people. I believe she said about 1,900 or a couple of. I think she said about 19 people put in $100. No, 1,000 people. 1,000 people put in $100, and then they had like Project 200, where you had X amount of people put in $200, and then they had like another group where X amount of people put in X amount of dollars. And I think her husband, Arteria Renee, what's her name, Arteria Renee, her husband put on in the Project 300 or whatever it's called. Her husband bought up all of the slots or whatever. So anywho, this is her story. She's telling us about the interaction or encounter that she had with Jennifer Williams' fiance, Christian Gold, and his investment group. Okay, so that's what this story is about. Okay, it's the scam for me. But I'm gonna play a little bit more. Like I said, I don't want to play too much, and I'm gonna give my hardcore opinion and experience in the end.
At the end of 1 year time period, if we kept the money in for 1 year, it would turn into 225 million, I believe was the figure he said. So just like your face, we're like, well, if we only put $100 in, exactly. So we went ahead and we bought some spots. Well, then he came up with, hey guys, there are some people that don't want to wait a full year for their payout. They want to do a 6 month. So we're going to do a Project 200, which is called 6 months. And that's 200 spots. So of course it starts trading at a little or smaller amount. Okay. And my husband said, well, that's only a 6 month waiting. So because he's a finance director in the car industry, he's numbers. He's like, If I buy more Project 200, I'm gonna own a large percentage, and I'm gonna be able to cash out in 6 months and get my money. So again, we get that funded. It starts trading. Couple of months later, hey, we're going to start Project 100, which is going to be a 3-month project, only 100 spots, but that way people can make some money. Then he started a Project 500, which was 9 months. Then he started a Project 2000, which was a year and a half. So you've got all these projects trading at different times. And when I say, because his company is called Gold Reserve Fund.
Okay.
Excuse me. So listen, guys, her story, I'm telling you, there are thousands of people with this same story, same story. The fact that she came forward to tell hers is, I appreciate that. But let me tell you something. I was part of an investment group where I only brought in one person, one or two people, maybe. I brought in one person, and they decided to bring somebody else in, because the thing is, I'm always leery when it comes to this type of stuff, whatever. So that's why I didn't bring like too many people in. I just, that one person, I mentioned it to them, and they were, interested, and it went like that. But listen, what happened was, we put in, I think they had like one, he tried to create, the guy was a guy from, he was a Mexican guy from California. And the only reason I got into it is because, the guy, this guy that I have been knowing for a while, he's in the insurance business and stuff like that. He's very reputable. And I told him, like, listen, I don't know about this guy, but because you said, I'll go ahead and put this little bit of money in it, whatever, just to help you out or make you whatever, trying to be a wingman, team player, whatever. So, but I knew better not to put too much in it. So listen, so what happened was, the guy, where they had like a 3 month, I forgot what you call it, they had like a 3 month where you get paid out within 3 months. Okay, so that first time, the first 3 months, boom, got paid out, no problems. Then he came up with another one. He said, hey, listen, I have a group that, like a 6 month, whatever, I forgot the proper term for it right now. I have like a 6 month. So everybody was like, okay, 6 months. And he made it sound enticing. He was like, in 6 months you'll get this, you'll get that. So you'll actually get a big lump. You'll actually get more in 6 months. So boom, there were people that jumped in that pot too, right? So and then, well, actually, yeah, what he did was, he tried to, okay, let me just make this clear. Okay, so for the first 3 months we got paid, right? And then we're supposed to get paid every 3 months. So instead of him paying us the next 3 months, he said, hey, we'll just push it back to 6 months, and we'll just make it with every 6 months. And you guys have opportunity to make bigger money because you're waiting longer to get paid out. So boom. So when it got closer to the 6 months, he was like, hey, listen, there's something else I want to offer you guys, that if you guys wait until a year, you're gonna get X amount, even greater. Made it sound so good. Okay, back. So we kind of, but what did he say? He said you may not have to wait the entire year. He said between 9 months to 12 months. I guess because of 12, a lot of people were questionable about the 12 months. It was like, that's too long. So he tried to make it seem like, oh well, between 9 to 12 months, may not even take the whole 12 months, whatever. But anywho, I'm telling you, it was so much of this stuff going around. But I was smart enough only to get in that one group, only because of that person, and not to put a lot of money. So many people put in 10,000, people put in 50,000. People, I mean, the guy that I know, he was going around collecting money from people. They was putting their money in, and those people lost their money. But lucky for me, my instincts and my intuition is on point. And I feel so bad for those people that had to deal with that. Whatever, like this lady here, what's her name, Arteria Renee or whatever, being part of that investment group with Christian Gold. I'm telling you guys, when I first saw him and Jennifer together, when they posted or whatever on Instagram or whatever, that's where I first saw them together. Listen, I said, he remind me of one of those guys, one of those investment guys. And then This lady here, this Arteria Renee, she mentioned that he was part of the I am, what's it called? I am investment. Oh my god, I just wrote it down. Oh, where is it? I am, what's the name of that? Hold on guys. Where is it? Oh, I moved it. Sorry, I was straightening up and I moved my notes, but it was part of, it was I am Academy. I am Academy. Okay. And I remember I was part of I am Academy because of an investment group doing Forex and all of that stuff or whatever. So we had to pay like every month for the to be part of, to be on the Forex platform, right? Just to be on the platform and get all the teachings and the learning and watch the podcast or whatever. And then we were also part of like a group where we message everybody on Telegram and stuff like that. So it was like a whole bunch of stuff going on, man. And at the end of the investment, it's like you put in all of that money, but you walk away with nothing because they always try to tell you, well, when it comes to investment, you could win, you could lose. There's no guarantee. They throw that on you later on after you put your money in. And then in the end, they tell you, oh, well, what the guy told us is that, um, that the broker that he was using, won't allow something. So, because his insurance is some bullcrap he came up with, so he had to look for another broker because he can't pay us out because of that. The money is there, but he couldn't pay us out because he got to go to that broker couldn't do it anymore because it was too much for him. His insurance only covered some bull crap that didn't make sense. So yeah, that's the story that's my story. So anywho, I know I took up all the time or whatever, but I'm just gonna play a little bit more of this. Okay, I don't want to play too much of Tasha K video because y'all already know. Okay.
Okay. Now he had on Gold Reserve Fund, the website's no longer up anymore, so you can't even go and look at it. But he had on Gold Reserve Fund, he said that he would give us an interest of 2 to 3% with our trading. And if you think about it, 2 to 3% a day is good. That's a good percentage. You're walking away with some money. Mm-hmm. And I, as I said, we made money we made 4,000 to 13,000. And we were able to cash it out. Well, during this trading time and getting all these people in that he got in, he said, oh, the platform I'm using no longer supports this. We have to move to a different platform.
That's the
this is where things started getting sketchy. Because when we moved to a different platform, none of us could see what he was doing. Mm-hmm. None of us could fund our account, so we couldn't go, hey, put money in this account. We couldn't do that. We had to send our money to Christian for him to put in our account. We couldn't pull our money out like before. We had to ask Christian for our money to pull it out. So this whole platform became very vague. And he had a Telegram channel where he was communicating with everybody. We were promised daily updates on accounts. We never got them daily, ever. Anytime we reached out and said, hey, do you mind telling us the update and what the account balance is, anything like that? Mm-hmm. Oh, we got cussed out. I'm celebrating my birthday. I'm in Paris. I don't have time for this. It's like, yeah.
Let me skip this part. A little bit. Let me see when she gets a little bit more into it.
And it's a little cleaned up from what it used to be. I do know that. I've noticed it's.
So, when did y'all give him the money, though? When did y'all start giving these Project 100, Project 200?
So we started funding all those accounts last year.
And the sad part is that they started funding. This video was posted 4 days ago. Okay, 4 days from today was September 5th because today is the 9th. Listen, and this is 2024. The fact that last year was 2023 and stuff like this was still going on, and with the group that I was in was back in, it was the end of 2020, between 2020 and 2021, when the group was going on, no later than 2022. But the fact, and that's when it was like the heart of it, like that was the thick of it. And the fact that it was still going on in 2023, it's, that means nobody really talked about it. Nobody spread their awareness. The awareness was lacking. So that's how they fell in this track, because everybody know those investments group. No, stay away from those investment groups. I'm telling you, because the thing is that if you want to do stock market or trade, you could do that yourself. You can trade and do in the stock market on your own. The fact that this guy that we were dealing with made us feel like at the beginning that he was the broker, that he was going to be doing the trading. You understand? I'm telling you, I got approached by so many people when it comes to that investment group. So many people approached me. This person was like, "Oh yeah, I know this guy. Da da da. He have this investment group trying to bring me in." Nope, I already know how that operates. And the guy, didn't know. You could tell he didn't know squat diddle. He didn't know what he was talking about. So you already know. So yeah, let me go ahead and finish this so I can land this plane.
This time last year.
So on February 25th is when Jennifer showed off a nice diamond ring. It is clear. It's shining. I need my glasses on. Wow.
Yes. And so in March, my husband and I said,
he used that money. Hold on, let me see. Let me get to the end.
Red Wine is who I went on the podcast with on Sunday, and she ate him alive. He saw it. It got sent to him. Since then, he has sent us $1,500.
Oh, so now he's trying to send you some money.
Now he's trying to make it right. He's like, "Oh, I've seen your wife talking about me, so can you make sure she tells the public I paid y'all? You didn't pay us. You gave me $1,500.
So we'll make sure we."
He promised this lady and her husband $77,000 return, right? Because they put in $4,000, and the first payout they got $13,000 or something like that, and then they put in all this other money in these other projects. So he promised them a return of $77,000. Okay, more than likely, she didn't say it, but you guys can go and watch this whole video over there. Listen, more than likely the $13,000 that he paid them, I bet you any kind of money, they took them same $13,000 and reinvested them back with the guy. And that's the trickery. He give it to you because he know you're gonna put it back in, because he gonna ask you, he gonna put another opportunity in front of you. I'm telling you. So listen, guys, be careful. Let this be your warning. Consider this an awareness, a life lesson, dropping gems, whatever you want to call it. But listen, watch out for these investment groups, and also watch out for these gurus that's trying to sell you something that they've perfected, or they, especially when it comes like to real estate, content creation, all kind of stuff. Oh, they want to sell you they want to sell you how to do it. By the time, if they're selling it to you, it's because it's dead, meaning it's not making any more money. Because when they're in the thick of it making money, baby, they're quiet, they're making their money, and they are not giving away the secret. So if they're willing to charge you for the secret and give the secret away now, it's because the secret's not working. Okay, let this be a lesson to you guys. Okay, so listen, this video was about Jennifer Williams and her fiance Christian Gold. Christian Gold being a scammer. I want to say allegedly, because hey, but according to this lady, she came forward, she telling her story, her truth, or whatever. But anywho, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys turn on the notification bell. Okay, until next time, enjoy your weekend or your day. Sorry.